Do me a favor, please. Get me the light, man. Get me the light. But you know what it's got. Yes.
Yeah, that's car. Yeah, that's solid.
Better,
that's solid. Yeah, man. That's good. See the cause, boy. Let me borrow that.
Are you on your laptop or phone?
Yeah, I'm on my laptop. You know what? I just, do you know what's mad? I was gonna do it on my phone.
Yeah.
Nice, and then I remember last time I was in a Zoom call on my phone. If you want to see everyone in the Zoom call, you got to swipe. Like you can't see everyone on one. But I couldn't see everyone.
It's long, innit? Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Let me download it. But imagine I just downloaded like 5 minutes ago, so I was just rushing around. I was thinking, boy, I'm late for this.
It's calm, man. It's
calm, man. It's calm.
Yeah, if you even increase the brightness on your laptop screen, sometimes that even helps give you like light as well.
You know, I think it's because of this little.
The light's coming from behind you, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I was saying to Chris, because he wants to change his background like me, and it's like, you need that light.
It's a myth. It's a myth.
I even had to change the angle of where I am in my room just to get some light. Like,
I'm coming to that because I got spare rooms. I'm just coming to here because there's so much going on in my house. On the other side, I'm just like, but everyone, no one's gonna be quiet if I'm in the other room. So
yeah.
So yeah, man, you tell us a bit about yourself and what you do, man.
All right, cool. So obviously my name is Mohammed. Everyone knows me as Poundz in the training world. I run a security company. So it's like just normal like security and fire warden. So I work nights, which is a bit of a drag, but that's that really. But in terms of my kick side and stuff, I've been collecting for like what 9.5 years. So I've been collecting a long time, and around that time when I started photography as well. So that it's mad because that world of photography and sneakers, about 10 years ago, it wasn't really as merged as it is now. Oh, they're wrong. The kicks and that, you get me? Everyone was their collections, everyone lay out their collections and shit. But it wasn't as good as it is now. We're so creative now. Yeah. So them times there, it was just here and there, you get me? And it was more of them on-foot shots. A lot of on-foot shots you used to get back then. And then, man, so I've just been collecting for time. The main thing that got me into collecting was Air Forces. I'm an Air Force One collector. And then I tried to branch off into Jordans and stuff like that, but I always found that like with Jordans, it would never satisfy because I never used to get the original pairs that was, do you get me? From like, so I was never satisfied. And I thought, about, do you know what? It's going to be a myth chasing this because I would never feel satisfied. And then I just started looking back at other
Air
Force One models. And I got a pair of Fusions.
Jeez.
And that's what merged it for me. And then from there, I just thought, you know what? Type everything out. Air Force. So we're just pushing out the Air Force team. So
I hear that.
My main thing.
You're missing a next guy that was on one of our pods, the first one, Middle Beast Mode. He's an Air Force One collector.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what's mad? He was the one who actually forwarded me the thing. For the link for this.
For real? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I know him quite well. Yeah, we send each other links and stuff like when it's release times and stuff like that. So he was the one who actually forwarded me one of the link for this. He was like, go on this, check it out. Like, I was like, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's big, man. That's big. But yeah, if you everyone introduce yourself, my name is Chris. Instagram called Chris Says. Again, I've been collecting for I'd say almost decade. Is it almost decades?
Yeah.
I can't say decades now, but many years collecting, buying, selling. Recently became a parent, so kind of like when people say I'm still collecting, I say no, I'm retired. I'm a retired sneakerhead now, but I'm still every now and then I dip into the culture, and again I'm just doing this again just to be in there, innit? Just to remain current and just be speaking to other people, getting their interests out and seeing how people are connected. And that's why I just dropped the Middle Beast Mode's name in there to see if I can link you two together. But you're already following him, so that's how it is. That's the game, Yeah, that's the game there, bro, man.
I linked up with him in Crep City.
Oh, for real? Yeah. You pick up anything?
Do you know what? Crep City is always nice for an Air Force One collector because everyone's so hyped on everything else. You catch one store that just got like loads of the Travis Scotts and loads of the Yeezys, and he'll just have one Air Force there. So you go there, and no one's really been looking at that. So you just go to me and say, look, man, let me just what you say for that pair there? Just, you know what I'm saying? So when I went there, I met him. I see he saw that I was wearing the Stash Air Force Ones.
Oh, okay.
He's like, right, in my grey one, I'm looking for them. And then we just got to chatting. I follow him. I'm like, right, like this brother's actually got banging
Trust
connection.
me,
Like,
trust me.
shit about it,
Yeah,
like. So then, yeah, from there we just linked up, man, and now we're good friends, like.
yeah, that's big, man. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, I'm G, creative director, work with brands on content, direct music videos, all sorts. Kind of got into the kind of sneaker culture more through Chris, to be honest. But I've always kind of been aware of it with, you know, and I'm kind of a fashion culture kind of enthusiast as well. So yeah, man, I feel like bridging the gap between this kind of connecting with people and creating content, that's my thing. And obviously in this period of time, it's great to do that, you know? So yeah, man, let's get into it.
Nana, you're just observing from the background, yeah?
Yeah, I'm an observer, really. I'm not too much.
And
I don't
you're
know too tough
documenting everything.
about the situation, really. I'll jump in every now and then if something I forgot.
Yeah, man. Share your thoughts anyway. Nana's the guy. What should I call you? Should I call you Mo, Poundz? Let me say Poundz. So
Pound, yeah. Because where this will go, everyone will know me as that, innit, really.
That's good. That's good. Nana's the guy that kind of controls the social media aspects of things. So he's probably the one that messaged you to get talking to see if you're interested in it. So that's the guy there. He's staying anonymous for now, but yeah, he's the guy that's controlling everything.
He's gonna get dragged into fame soon.
Definitely, bro. But first thing, Poundz, I was gonna say. So right now, the thing that's currently talking that everyone's speaking about is the Kanye and Gap collab. What are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on that? Where do you think it's gonna go? Do you think it's going to be one of the hype B stuff that's just for resale, or do you think it'll be as common as you going Primark and buying a white T-shirt? Is it going to be that common, that mass produced, or do you still think it's going to sell out everywhere and it's going to be resale? It's going to be a resale item. What's your thoughts on it?
Boy, there's a couple of things with that, yeah. The main thing is that you see with Kanye stuff, yeah. First of all, what we all got to admit is no matter what happens, no matter who he collabs with, it's going to sell. You already see that.
By just touch.
Exactly. That's going to sell out. We know that already, yeah? The first drop, I guarantee you, it's going to be that whole resale thing. Resale. But you know when you're working with a company like that and you're trying to bring a range like that, it's going to be so mass number that it'll be available for everyone. So there might even be that thing of, yo, let's just go get a plain white tee or whatever. And I don't know how long's the deal going on for? Is it just a permanent line sort of thing in there?
To be honest with you, for some reason in my head, I might be wrong. I might be speaking about something complete, but I've just got 10 years in my head for some reason. I don't know why. That's
what I was gonna say. Cause if that's the case, then then. But I ain't rushing. If I know that he's doing that, and I ain't even really a Kanye fan like that, I just rate his thing, that how he moves. If I know it's like that, but I'll get in like 3 years' time. That don't mean nothing.
Yeah. Nana, while we're talking, if you could verify some stuff, because no one can see you right now. If you could verify it, search it. I know you got a phone or something on there to say how long it is.
Well,
Defo. How long is the collab for?
Yeah.
I can't. It is gonna pop. No matter what, it's gonna pop because Gap, beforehand, as much as people might not bang it out, Gap's actually it's a good brand, man. It's a good
come on,
especially if you get it for your kids. If you're gonna go get it for your kids, you know that there's good quality behind it. It's just not a hyped name like that. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's a household name. That's kind of
when they're coming together with Kanye,
it's always there.
Yeah, exactly.
Gap's always there. So it's not one of them things you say, I need to quickly go Gap. You go shopping and you pop in Gap. You go to the shop to just pop in to see what's popping there. Like me, I'm a sale guy, so every sale, I'm always at the Gap. I'm always banging out Gap sale.
The Gap sales are mad.
Ridiculous.
They stopped catering to man's size like that, so I can't even go in there. But if they did, I'll be in there. Trust me, I'll be up in there. Trust me, like Gap is.
Can you compare this to like the Alexander Wang and H&M collab then?
See the Alexander Wang thing, it's like, it was a hype. The whole thing was just hype, man. Don't get me wrong, there were some nice pieces there, really nice pieces, but it was hype. But I feel like this one's got longevity to it. This is going to be like, this ain't, it's popped up, bam, 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 we're running it for a couple of months, couple resale here and there. Nowadays, you might see one person rocking the Wang here, wherever. But this is like, I feel like this is going to be a staple. This is,
I mean, the beauty of it is that they kind of both need each other. Like, the Yeezy brand is trying to get into affordable fashion clothing. And Gap has kind of lost its buzz, and it's like we're not sure where it's really positioned in the market. And it's Corona; they've had to fire bare people. So,
to be honest, it's the best. Yeah, like you said, it's the perfect timing for an announcement like this, just to get because as soon as it was announced, Gap stocks went up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? The stocks went up just from that Kanye effect, where people's like, right, they're gonna be collabing, and it's gonna sell. Kanye sells, no matter what anyone wants to say.
Yeah,
his name on something sells. It's money. He's the brand.
Exactly.
Said,
that coolness
I'm a
factor.
man.
That coolness factor is just like, you get me, it's undeniable. That brands can't really just easily cultivate that, you know what I mean? So
just quickly, I just found out basically you're saying the deal will last for at least 10 years with the option to renew after 5. So
yeah, that was the number that was in my head. Yeah.
He's gone, he's made it. That's it.
So, you know,
it's something that he always wanted. Kanye always wanted, because I remember when he first started doing his clothing, he said he wants to make school uniforms. I think it was on Oprah saying he wants to make school uniforms for the whole of Chicago for everyone to have. So this is just like another stepping stone into getting to that dream where he just wants to mass produce everything. Because he said it, he wants to be. And again, they didn't have they weren't cancelled back then when he said this, but he was like, I want to be like H&M. There's a H&M everywhere. He was like, I want my brand to be easily available for everyone, because ain't no one in here could say I've never bought that from H&M.
But what's the end goal here? Because I think for a lot of these brands, when he does these collabs, it's like they're more like, you can give us the coolness factor, but we just want to kind of create bespoke a sneaker or collection that, you know, and we don't want to mass produce. We don't want to do that, because that might take away from what we're trying to do here, which is just, you know, bring the coolness factor in for a period of time, make us hot. So do you think that his vision could actually be met in terms of creating affordable, like, clothing line, or right now it's just a case of Gap is like, great, we're going to be hot for a few years and then we don't need you anymore?
You know what's mad with that, is that there's two ways it could go. He could either be trying to redesign the whole Staples thing, like on his sort of, with his sort of Yeezy vision, he could be trying to redo the whole staple game, like in sense, like, you know how normally you'd go H&M, or you'd go Gap or whatever, and a plain white tee and a nice pair of like cargo pants or whatever would do you nice, that's a nice little staple there, you know what I'm saying? Whereas he could come now with his design and his concepts and just be like, you know what, this is what's going to be a staple. Because as much as we're seeing collabs and stuff like that, you see with Gap in America, it's like Gap, as well as the people that are into like proper fashion and that, it's a household staple. You get it? The people that ain't really that actually is clothes as a functional thing, like they're in Gap, they'll go in there for their whole family and they'll just get kitted out, and that's just a normal thing. Like, do you get what I'm saying? And then you got the people obviously that's going out for fashion and what's the newest and what's the latest. But if he can incorporate that into the staples thing, then people might not even. You got the people that will get it because it's the Yeezy thing, but then people might not even flick an eyelid at it and just be like, "Wow, that's a nice staple actually." And if that runs, then with that 10-year deal, we'll just keep continuing, because it's not only 10-year deals. Like, that needs to be now. Now we know that's a staple. Like he said, we like Chris said, there was he wants to be doing school uniform and stuff. 10 years down the line, it could be that the trousers that he's designing is suitable for school, or the thing that he's, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, we can't get rid of it. That 10-year deal has to run and more.
Yeah,
and,
to pick up,
so
I think you're absolutely right. Go on, Jay.
Sorry, I was just saying it's cool that he's brought this Nigerian British designer into it. Malola Ogunlesi, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but design director. Which is dope. Like, it's like you've got like a a female director at the helm, and you know, it shows that kind of push going forward to, I guess, bring in inclusivity, bring
especially because it's a woman.
ideas. Yeah, man. So it's real powerful.
I think it's Moalo. I'm bad. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out her name. Moalola Ogalesi. Hey, any giant Nigerians here? I love you all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's for the viewers.
No worries.
Talking stuff for her as well, yeah. It's like, you got to remember, no matter how big she was here, yeah, this man, most of this game's on clout, and it's like, yo, if she's working with Kanye, yeah, and she's in that, yeah, and it's not just a Kanye thing, it's like, to get into Gap, yeah, it's like, even if she doesn't run too long with them, man, I just open the door for her.
Yeah,
and it's only going to bring more people.
Look what happens to Virgil. Gone clear.
That's how it starts, and that's why a lot of people are even attacking Virgil, because Kanye, he clearly done this on purpose, and I'm saying that now, that he clearly said it has to be someone of color and it has to be a woman.
Yeah,
clearly, because when people don't understand, when organizations do this, it's on purpose, because they want to please a certain demographics of people. It's not just by I'm employing someone, not to say they're not the perfect or the best person at the job, but there's always that added incentive to say this will look good on myself as well.
Yeah, but I think it's also just being real to the systemic kind of you know, situation that exists, where even as a fashion industry, Kanye is breaking boundaries, but he's still not anywhere at the top of these people who control these industries. Like that's how scary it is. He's still frustrated.
It's a monopoly, bro. You've seen. I'm sure you guys have seen the image. It's one family, or one or two families that control every high-end designer.
Yeah,
Gucci, Versace. Yeah. What else? Dior. All of them. It's that one or two families that, and they're all under the umbrella of that company. I'm sure once the edit comes, Nana could do the research and
I think it'll be a mixed group, something like that. Yeah, and I think Kanye even had beef with the guy, like the.
It did because it was like they're stopping him from mass producing a thing. Because back to your question, Gerald, I think this falls well into Kanye's plan, because I think he's gonna have his own standalone stores. All over the world. I think that's the goal. But right now he needs the suppliers, and that's the challenge, because them companies are not gonna break up the partnership with a Gap, H&M, or so and so to get you in there, because their first thought is, I need to please my main buyer from me, and not the new guy that's trying to get in. And that's where it's trying to break down those rules.
I mean, we can't deny that, like, when it comes to business, it's always warfare. Do you know what I mean? And it's like these guys they understand Kanye's power, and
definitely.
They have the wealth, they have the factories and so on, and that is one thing. And I feel like
Kanye's got the people.
Kanye's got the people. He's got that wave.
That's it. He's got the people, man.
When you connect the dots, obviously they know streetwear is what's popping now. They know where the culture's at, the power of the culture. So they will position themselves and sign up artists and so on.
Think about it. I'm sure you've clocked as well, Poundz, that streetwear now, it's mad. I'll say even 10 years ago, I would have never, ever, ever thought that, like, Dior would try and jump onto the streetwear wave. That who collabed with Supreme again? LV jumping on the streetwear wave, wear rave. They're all trying to get in, because that's culture right now. Everyone's trying to jump into it. Because I remember streetwear when it was a niche, when, like, those listening will remember that I used to be on Crooks and Castles. I've still got, like, a whole wardrobe. Those, like, the brand that was
Yeah.
and another brand, Lupe Fiasco had his own brand that was coming up. And the detail in them things there, because it wasn't really mass produced then, it was just exceptional, crazy. It's like brand new now. But everywhere's jumped on it now. Everywhere's and again, how many Air Forces have got a collab with someone?
That's what I was gonna say.
It used to be like that.
More so, even when that time you're talking about, when these fashion brands weren't really working with it, it's like the customs was coming out, and you'd see, like, don't you remember like the Gucci Air Force Ones with the swoosh, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
They're nuts. But in my head, I used to think, like, even though they come from a real Gucci bag, and I'm like, I can't rock them though, man. I want them. I want to be like, and now,
custom, but
10 years down the line, bro, that could be a possibility. We just don't even, like, imagine the Adidas Superstar with a Prada. Now the thing is that didn't really blow in terms like everyone didn't want it, but bro, they are clean. That is I'm not Adidas. Bro. They are clean.
I ain't seen them in person, you know. I ain't seen them in person, man.
Nuts, bro. They're like some handmade shoes that, like, I don't even know if they're handmade, but they are that shoe definition. If
I
you
need
said,
to see them.
if someone said like bring like the top 10 quality trainers, bro, there's quality behind that. I can't lie. And the way everything's presented, it's like to think that if someone showed me that 10 years ago and said, "Yo, this is coming out in 10 years," my head would explode. I'd be like, "Wow, what else is coming out?"
I think we have to really like look at this as a pivotal moment with what Kanye is doing. As someone who used to work for Gap as a teenager, and even talked about it in his lyrics.
Yeah, in Spaceship.
About the kind of derogatory, looks he would.
Same hair, bro. I worked at the Gap as well.
Yeah.
I ain't got no collab coming though.
Soon come. Keep faith. But yeah, like obviously, to go from that to now be setting an example that like I don't look like any of the people who have the power in this industry. I am now playing at this level, and I'm collabing, and I hold a lot of value and stake in the fact that, even Gap stocks have gone up. Like, it's a whole different ball game. So it's very exciting to see where the future is going, bringing in, a female Black director for the brand. Yeah, man, it's big. It's big.
Yeah, definite, man. Definite. But yeah, hey, I think, hey, Poundz, we have to have you next week as well,
Oh, man, do you know what's mad?
I love the energy, bro.
You know what's mad? Yeah, it's like, obviously the security team's work is work, innit? Man, got to work for peas, and it's good peas, so that's why I do it. But my actual thing is trying to get into media and all this. So imagine, just next week, I've actually got a new spot. Me and my brethren got in there, and we're gonna be doing podcasts there. We're gonna be doing. It's got everything. Have you not heard of the Cube?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So we managed to get dudes out there. Managed to work something out with him. I'm gonna get a spot there. Man's gonna push this media thing and hopefully my photography thing proper, like with the right tools. Everyone always tells me do it, but where I gotta do what's really for me is gonna give man bread and butter at the time.
Yeah. And it's hard as you're a grown man as well, doing other things that's not really money incentive. But I would advise you to go for it, or push for it, bro, because if you finally get through on that, you'll be doing something. It won't feel like work.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I'm saying? You won't be calling work. So I no matter what anyone's passion is, I always tell them 100%, just go for it. Just go for it, bro. Just do it. And again, it's all about the longevity. Like, we're just pushing these podcasts now because it's something to do, and we know about the end game. It's not about the short game. It's the end game we're playing. Be dropping the content that's relevant to people, and people come and listen. Like I said, do your pictures, bro. It sounds like you're passionate about that. Do that. Do the podcast as well, because like I said, I just met you now. You do your podcast, I'll listen to it, bro. You know what I mean? So do it, bro.
I want to have some wild practice. You know what's mad? I said bare people that story that was put out, that Nana put up, and enough man holding me saying, "Yo, bro, put me in it now." I'm like, "Yo, you get the concept of what I just said to you? It's a story of someone else's." Like,
that's
right.
Yeah,
man.
Cool. Yeah, we're here as well, man. Any support, any pushing what you're doing, collabs. Let's do it, man.
Definitely, man. I'll be sure to. I think Nana sent me your
Yeah, I put it in
Instagram. I
the
haven't checked it
GC.
out, but I'll definitely follow you, bro, man. You know
No
what I'm
worries,
saying?
man. I would
All
love.
that support, man. Definitely, bro, man.
Bless up, man.
All right, then, man. Bless, man.